Welcome to the workshop again. I'll fill you in on what I've been doing whilst I've been gone. First thing I did was I made some improvements on the stamping machine, and I found an old dial from an old lathe that I don't use anymore, and I attached it to the stamping machine, and that will give me much greater accuracy in where I'm going to be stamping the letters. And I also added a handle to it as well, which will give me much stronger control over the rotation of the ring inside the jig. And I also needed an expanding ring mandrel, and I thought, well, I could buy one, but that's expensive, so I thought I might as well make one on the lathe out of an old piece of steel. And here it is. And essentially it works by, when you screw this screw into the mandrel, it expands the mandrel, and that lets you grip the ring from the inside, which allows you to work on the outside surface much more easily, and will make the turning of the ring much more concentric. And you've got to love a tool that can make a tool. Wait, if I use the tool to make a tool, does that make me a tool? Yes. So I've got this piece of stainless steel here. I promised I'd make a ring out of stainless steel, and we're going to try that. Stainless steel is a much trickier material to work with, but it's only 303 grade, so it's a bit easier than most stainless steels. And yeah, it should give a really good shine when it's done, and it won't tarnish for a long time, so that's great. Let's chuck it up in the bandsaw and get going.
finished product. Really impressed with that one. It's pretty shiny, as you can see. It's glistening off the light above. What you saw me doing at the end there was it's called flame anodizing, and essentially you're controlling the oxidation on the metal. And stainless steel is quite good for it, but I think the grade I've got isn't too. It doesn't have much chromium in it, and it's really the chromium content that controls how much colour you can get. And what I managed to get with this version is a nice sort of dull gold colour, which does look really classy and quite smart. But I kind of wanted to try and go for blue. Blue's a really nice colour to get, and it's a really hard colour to get because it's such a narrow temperature range. But in my experience with this type of stainless steel, it doesn't really like to go blue. You can get it to go blue, but it's really subtle. You can barely tell. Other steels that are good for it are, here's one that I made out of mild steel, and mild steel has a really nice blue colour to it. Don't know if the camera can pick it up, but you can get that blue really nice, really sharp blue colours. And what I was thinking is I could combine the two metals, because I don't really want a mild steel inside. Otherwise, it might rust against your finger and leave marks. I mean, it has been anodized, so that does help protect against corrosion, but I don't think it would last forever against the inside of your finger. So what I'd want is a stainless steel inside with a mild steel outside, and I could combine the nice colour that you can get with mild steel with the corrosion resistance of stainless steel. But yeah, so I've made two at least, but you might think I've only made two because there's only two videos, but these are all the rings that have been made so far. These are all semi-failed attempts. I mean, they're not really failed attempts, they all have their own characteristics, but yeah, even still, this is the latest one. You can see how far I've come, much shinier. Where's the first one I made? This was the first one. I didn't even have the stamps then, just engraved the acronym, but it didn't. So it looks quite ancient and Neolithic. But yeah, that one didn't turn out to be. This is brass, and I've gone all the way to stainless steel now, which then you can tell by how much more shiny this is. But yeah, hopefully I'll see about combining mild steel and stainless steel, and I should get a really cool combined ring. But yeah, this one turned out really nicely.